Very good day and happy times, my dear students. Yesterday, I think we have made clear between elimination and substitution reactions when an alkali approaches haloalkane. Right. But today, after discussing reactions of haloalkanes, now we will go to the other part of the chapter, that is reactions of haloarenes. Arenes means aromatic compounds. Haloarenes. So aromatic compounds which are substituted by halogens, they are called as haloarenes or aryl halides. Chlorobenzene, dichlorobenzene, all those examples are there. Okay. So about the haloarenes, much discussion is not there. So in brief, we discuss some important reactions of haloarenes. So my dear students, I am welcoming you all for today's session on reactions of haloarenes. Totally, you have to understand three types of reactions of haloarenes. Number one, nucleophilic substitution reaction. Second is electrophilic substitution reaction, and as usual, reaction with metals. These three reactions. Okay. So in this, all three are very important. Okay. There is no chance that this is more important. From the exam point, from knowledge point, all three are equally important. Okay. So let us discuss one by one. First, we will understand examples are the meaning of what nucleophilic substitution reactions of haloarenes. Okay. Now, please compare nucleophilic substitution reactions of haloalkanes and the haloarenes. We see that haloalkanes are more reactive than haloarenes towards what? Nucleophilic SN reactions. Why haloalkanes are more reactive? Why haloarenes are less reactive towards SN reactions? There might be some reasons, no? There are some reasons, okay? So let us understand why haloarenes are less reactive compared to haloalkanes. I told what it is a comparative study. Less reactive means they will not react at all. That is not meaning. Compared to haloalkanes, they are less reactive. Okay, that is the meaning. But why compared to haloalkanes they are less reactive? Reason number one, resonance effect. Means what? If you draw resonating structures of haloarene by taking the chlorobenzene as an example, you see that double bond is created between this carbon and this chlorine halogen. Okay, right. So when the double bond is created, and in the chemical bonding chapter in the 11th class we studied that double bond is stronger than single bond. In the case of haloalkanes, it is a single bond. Okay, whereas in the case of what haloarenes, double bond is created due to the resonance effect. So when the double bond is created, it is stronger. When it is stronger, so Cl will not go easily. When Cl will not go easily, how will nucleophile attack? Therefore, because of the resonance effect, reason number one, slightly haloarenes are less reactive towards SN reactions compared to the haloalkanes. Next reason. The reason number two is what? The difference in hybridization of carbon atom in CX bond. Means what? This is our haloalkane. This is our haloarene. Please concentrate on this bond between the C and the halogen. Here I have taken chlorine. Okay. So this carbon is sp3 carbon atom, whereas this carbon is sp2 carbon atom. So when if it is when the carbon atom is in sp2, then it is more electronegative than the sp3 chemical bonding chapter 11th class. So S character goes on increasing from sp3 to sp2 to sp. When the S character goes on increasing, electronegativity also increases. That means when the electronegativity of the carbon increases from haloalkanes to the haloarenes, where Cl bond is there, no? That means this carbon will withdraw electrons of this area. Okay. So when it is drawing electrons, that means it is shorter. When it is shorter, strong bond. When it is strong bond, difficult to break. You can see the data given by the spectroscopy. The CCl bond in the haloalkane is what? 177 picometers, whereas the CCl bond in the chlorobenzene, this bond is 169 picometer, means small. So at the microscopic level, this is enough, So this is smaller the bond length, more is the bond enthalpy. More the bond enthalpy, it is less reactive. They are related. Therefore, haloarenes are less reactive than haloalkanes because of the second reason. Okay. Third reason, you see, phenyl cation instability. What is phenyl cation? When you take chlorobenzene or the haloarene, any haloarene, the simplest haloarene is what? Chlorobenzene. When chlorine goes, okay, by taking its electron, then positive charge is created on the benzene nucleus. That is called phenyl cation. See, after the loss of halogene, whatever plus charge is created on any carbon, okay, all are equal, okay. So where the halogen is there, okay. So where halogen is there, if halogen loss is there, that carbon gets the plus charge, and that structure is called what? Phenyl cation. What happens when the phenyl cation forms? Phenyl cation is unstable compared to the chlorobenzene. Why? Because this carbon is sp2 carbon atom. sp2 carbon atom is what? Electronegative. So normally, according to the Fossen's rule of chemical bonding chapter, electronegative should get the negative charge. Electropositive should get the positive charge. But here, electronegative carbon is getting the positive charge, which is against the Fossen's rule, normal rule. So that means phenyl cation is unstable. So it want to go back to the chlorobenzene. So whenever chlorine loss is there due to the nucleophilic substitution, before undergoing the SN reaction, whatever phenyl cation forms, okay, so that is unstable. Therefore, haloarenes are less reactive than the haloalkanes. And one more is what? In the case of SN1 reaction, you have seen the in the same chapter, SN1 reaction, okay, goes via carbocation. Okay, more stable the carbocation, best is the SN1 reaction. But here, phenyl carbocation is unstable, no? When the phenyl carbocation is unstable, then how can we expect the reactivity of haloarenes towards the SN reaction? So because of all these reasons, haloarenes are less reactive towards the SN reactions. One more, fourth reason, okay, possible electronic repulsion. What is this? A nucleophile approaching the electron-rich phenyl ring in haloarenes can experience possible electronic repulsion. See, what is the nature of benzene ring? Benzene ring, there are 3 pi bonds. It is called electron-rich center. So already electron-rich center is there in the what? Aromatic ring, right? Now approaching nucleophile is what? It is negative charge. So negative charge and the phenyl ring negative center, both there is a possibility of repulsion, no? So negative nucleophile and electron-rich center phenyl, so they may go for some repulsion, internal repulsion. That's why they are slightly less reactive. So all these reasons will make us understand that why haloarenes are less reactive towards SN reactions compared to haloalkanes. That doesn't mean that, once I am repeating, they will undergo, but compared to haloalkanes, they are less reactive. They require some strong conditions. Okay, so whenever you apply strong conditions or the drastic conditions, then only haloarenes will undergo SN reactions. Otherwise, under normal conditions, very difficult. Otherwise, whereas in the case of haloalkanes, that much strong conditions are not required. Mild conditions are required. Okay. Now let us see some examples for nucleophilic substitution reactions of haloarenes by taking the chlorobenzene as an example. Okay, right. See, chlorobenzene with alkali. See the conditions: 623 Kelvin temperature, 300 atmosphere, and in the presence of dilute HCl. See the condition. Okay, then only Cl can be replaced by this OH. So that chlorobenzene becomes what? Phenol. So that means whatever we have studied just now shows that haloarenes requires strong conditions. Okay, right. Now, chlorobenzene, already we know it requires strong condition. But if the chlorobenzene, he is having one more extra attachment, NO2 group. So what is the nature of NO2 group? Nature of NO2 group is what? Electron withdrawing. Okay, when electron withdrawing group is there on the chlorobenzene structure, then it becomes more reactive towards the SN reaction. Why? See, NO2 group is what? Electron withdrawing. It withdraws electron, or it withdraws the negative charge. What is nucleophile? Nucleophile is a minus charge. Benzene ring is what? It has electron rich center. So I just now state that there is repulsion, all those factors are there, no? But when one extra group is there, NO2, which is electron withdrawing group, that will withdraw the electron from the phenyl, making it positive, or nucleophile attack on the benzene ring. So all this will happen internally. Okay, so presence of electron withdrawing group on the haloarenes will make haloarenes more reactive compared to the previous towards the SN reactions. If one group is there, more reactive, two are there, still more, three are there, still more. That means, see, only one NO2 group, here there are two NO2 groups, here there are three NO2 groups. So increasing the number of electron withdrawing groups on the chlorobenzene or the haloarene increase the reactivity towards SN reaction. See, reactivity increases. But you see closely, you will find that NO2 group is there only on the either ortho or on the para. It is not there on the meta. You see, nowhere NO2 group is there on the meta. This meta or this meta. Either ortho, this ortho, or this ortho, or ortho and meta. But ortho and the para, but not on the meta. Okay, that means presence of electron withdrawing group on a particular place is very important here. I agree, presence of electron withdrawing group will increase the reactivity, but where? On ortho and the para. That is important, not on the meta. Why only on the ortho and the para NO2 group has to be there, or electron withdrawing group has to be there, so that reactivity of the haloarenes increases? The reason is, we will wait for the reason. Before that, we will go for the reactions. See, presence of NO2 group on the para, okay, will give the product nitrophenol, okay. Then, see, two are there, you see the temperature slightly less. So with less temperature, we can carry out the reaction. Now, when there are three, both ortho, one para are occupied by the electron withdrawing group NO2, that time we don't require any strong condition, just warm it. Just in the test tube, you take this compound, okay, trinitrochlorobenzene, or this compound is there, no? So that you just you please go as per the IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, I will not highlight bring the IUPAC nomenclature. So this compound, when you take in the test tube, just to warm it, you will get this compound. Okay, trinitrophenol. Okay, so increasing the number of electron withdrawing group increases the reactivity. Just now we studied, and by experiment also it is proved. See, conditions are decreasing, strong conditions, just by the warm. Why? To understand this concept, first we have to understand the resonating structures of chlorobenzene. Okay, simplest haloarene. So when the chlorobenzene undergoes resonance, shifting of the pi electrons inside the benzene nucleus, you please here negative charge is created where? Either on the ortho or on the para. Okay, so negative charge is created on the ortho and the para, but not on the meta. So what is the impact of this negative charge on the ortho and the para due to the resonance? See, because of resonance, negative charge is created, okay, on the ortho and the para. To that position where electron density is there on the ortho and the para, if you fix electron withdrawing group, then it will withdraw the electron density, no? So when the electron density is taken away by the electron withdrawing group, then it will undergo SN reactions very easily. So now here electron is there on the ortho, you fix here on electron withdrawing group here. So these electrons will go, then aram say nucleophile attack. Now this structure you fix on para, this side. So the fixing on NO2 group here will withdraw electron, facilitating the nucleophile to attack on the chlorobenzene. And if you fix both ortho, one para, all three are packed by 3 NO2, Then it will, from three angles it will draw all electrons. Then it will become less electron center. Immediately nucleophile will attack and you will get a Cl will go and OH will attack immediately, easily with less effort. It is because of what? It is because of the negative charge is created or the electron density is created on the ortho and the para because of the resonance of chlorobenzene that is taken away by the electron withdrawing group if it is there at ortho and the para. But on the meta if we fix no use, because there is no electron is created. So simply it will withdraw from where it has to withdraw. It is simply, it will keep what? Though it will withdraw some electrons densely from the other area, but if it is there on the meta itself, meta to directly meta easy, no? So ortho to meta, para to meta, higher route we don't require. So where electron density is there, there if you fix the electron withdrawing group, it is easy for the electron withdrawing group to take away the electron density, so that making the chlorobenzene more reactive towards the nucleophile. The nucleophile will attack. Okay, right. All this will happen. Please see mechanism part. Please go through. Okay, so this is para isomer, this is ortho isomer, this is meta isomer. Okay, so you see minus charge is created on the ortho only, on the para only. So ortho and the para will give the product easily, whereas the meta with great difficulty it will give the what product. So fixing what NO2 group or any electron withdrawing group on the ortho and the para is divisible than on the meta. Okay, so my dear students, I think we understood a lot about the haloarenes, why they are less reactive. That too, especially fixing the electron withdrawing group on the ortho and the para. So in our next session, we discuss other two parts of the reactions of haloarenes. Till then, keep thinking and have a nice time. Thank you, my dear students.